Service, Voting, and Heinlein's Starship Troopers. 7 years ago, I wrote The Federal Shutdown and Heinlein's Starship Troopers, a reference to Robert Anson Heinlein's inspired book, Starship Troopers, not to be confused with the insipid juvenile movie based loosely on same. In Troopers, one cannot vote nor hold office unless one is a veteran. I think RAH may have been on to something here. Lest anyone think I have cast aside my Pacific leanings and tiny fledgling dove wings, be assured that RAH defined veteran as someone who had served. So this would include the defunct CCC, Peace Corps, AmeriCorps, and their ilk, as well as military veterans. The idea is that citizens must prove themselves to be eligible to vote, but that anyone who can function at the most basic level can get their voting rights card just by serving. I think the setup would put an emphasis on folks who are action and success driven. I know our armed services have a higher minority population, so this would increase minority representation both in the voting ranks and in government, and additionally, it would decrease the chance of a stuffed shirt, charismatic, do-nothing gaining office. Hell, there would be a public record of what the candidate did for his minimum 2-year service stint and a cadre of folks who had worked with him to speak about the candidate's strengths and weaknesses. If the prospect of serving for 2 years is too great a price to pay to vote or be elected, then perhaps the individual who thinks so is unfit for either. I know there are flaws with this idea. For one, a person could get fired from a service job, and that would put a lot of power in those that manage said positions. As things stand right now, I find our system extremely flawed and in need of repair. Heinlein was right about so many things that I find it plausible that his idea of service, voting, and holding office to be highly intriguing and worthy of discussion.